Everyone has heard the famous idea that it takes 21 days to form a habit. It sounds simple, easy, and motivating. But is it actually true? What does science say about how long the brain really needs to rewire itself? Today, we're diving into the neuroscience of habit formation, the truth behind the 21-day rule, and what actually helps your brain build and keep new habits. Section 1. Where did the 21-day rule come from? The 21-day rule didn't come from scientific research. It started with Dr. Maxwell Maltz, a plastic surgeon in the 1960s. He noticed that his patients took about 21 days to adjust to their new appearance. This observation slowly turned into 21 days to form a habit. But neuroscience says the brain is a lot more complex than that. Habits depend on your motivation, reward system, emotions, and repetition intensity, not just time. Section 2. What the brain does when you start a new habit. Every habit is built in the basal ganglia, the part of the brain that controls automatic behaviors. When you start a new habit, your brain creates new neural pathways through a process called neuroplasticity. At first, these pathways are weak. This is why the first few days feel hard. You're pushing against your old wiring. But the more you repeat the habit, the stronger the pathway becomes. Eventually, the brain switches the behavior into autopilot mode, freeing up energy for other tasks. Section 3. How long did a habit really take to form? A 2009 study from University College London found that habits take anywhere from 18 to 254 days to fully form, depending on how complex the habit is. Simple habits like drinking more water form faster. Hard habits like waking up early or exercising daily take much longer. So the truth is, it's not 21 days, it's consistency. Your brain doesn't care about the number. It cares about repetition. Section 4. The neuroscience formula for habit building. Neuroscientists say 3 things matter most. Cue. A trigger that reminds your brain to perform the habit. Routine, the actual behavior. Reward, the satisfaction your brain gets afterward. The reward is the most powerful part because it releases dopamine, the chemical that tells your brain, do this again. This means if your habit feels painful, boring, or unrewarding, your brain will resist it. But if you make it enjoyable, even slightly, your brain starts craving it. Section 5. Why people fail after 21 days. Many people quit after 21 days because they expect magic. They think a habit will suddenly become easy after 3 weeks. But change happens in phases. Days 1 to 7, motivation phase. Days 8 to 21, resistance phase. Days 22 to 40, stabilization phase. Days 41 to 90, automation phase. The real transformation happens after the 40 to 90-day range, when your brain finally locks in the behavior. So, does the 21-day rule actually work? Not exactly. It takes as long as your brain needs, sometimes weeks, sometimes months. But if you repeat the behavior, reward yourself, and stay consistent, your brain will rewire itself. Habits don't form in 21 days. They form when you refuse to quit.